welcome to this edition of AWTC Presents Her Story, an ongoing series where we profile AWTC members. I'm your host, Cecilia Sepp. I am also a member of AWTC and currently a volunteer on the marketing committee. This edition, we are profiling Reilly Moriarty, who is also a member of AWTC, of course, since that's what our series is all about. So, Reilly, welcome to Her Story. Would you like to say hello and tell us a little about yourself?
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm Reilly Moriarty. I'm a marketing and events manager at UST Education, which I'm sure a lot of the AWTC members are familiar with because a lot of our speakers are members. So what we do at UST Education is we hold 200 events a year. We like to call it a conference every week. And we bring in valuable thought leaders. We bring in people from associations as well as people who service associations to give you their insights on important topics that affect association members every day. So, and also at the same time, it's always a good plus too that they also get free credits. So free continuing education credits. We like to do give back to our community as much as possible. Sorry, I have a little friend that just popped in. I guess it's a little bit more about me too. I have animals. But that's kind of what we do. I really enjoy it. I'm really new to the association space. I've been with UST Education for about 2 years now. And I feel like every day I learn something new from somebody. So it's a wonderful space to be in, a wonderful community. And I'm really glad that UST Education has a hand in help shape that.
Great. And I've actually been a speaker at UST Education, and I can endorse it as a good experience. If you've been considering it, I think you'd enjoy it. So, Reilly, you've mentioned you've just been with UST about 2 years. So, is that really how you got started with associations, or was there another avenue for you to get into association management?
So yes, it's my first time in the association space with USD Education. Before that, I was doing marketing in the fintech space with startup. And I was approached about a position with USD Education from Jenny Glaze, who used to be with us. We still love her. And so I was pulled onto the team and I've slowly learned more and more and more. In the beginning, I didn't know a whole lot. And it was kind of intimidating because you're walking into a space where there really is an association for absolutely everything. When they say that, they are not kidding. So it's kind of overwhelming at first. But then the more I've gotten into it, the more people I've met, the more connections I've made, which AWTC has helped too, uh, just get more comfortable and learning how to navigate it and who to talk to and so many things to learn.
That's great. Well, it sounds like you're having a great experience with association work. And yes, there really is an association for everything. I can say my favorite is the Snack Food Association because I like snacks and they go well with the Soft Drink Association. So, our next question for you as we learn more about you is tell us about a time you felt really good about your work.
Oh, actually, this kind of like relates back to AWTC too. So I think one time that was really, really exciting for me was I went to the AWTC award event that they had in DC. Believe it was the beginning of this year, around March. And I was just walking around talking to people that I knew, meeting new people, and I had somebody walk by calling my name, and I did not know who they were. I was like, "Oh my gosh, who is this?" And I turned around, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like I love you. I've seen webinars, like I've been meaning to talk to you, like I was wanting to track you down." And it was just a really rewarding feeling, one, knowing that our company is that big, like in helping that many members, that we just have people coming up to us to tell us how great of experience they have, but also just somebody to know me individually by name, just because I do host the webinars and I do email interactions with so many people from the association community. So that was a really rewarding moment for me.
Oh, and well deserved, I think. You work really hard and do a great job at UST. So it is kind of funny though how people think they know you because they see you online.
Hmm.
So, but it's also kind of a nice thing bringing the community together. So, what advice would you have for a woman who works in tech? You work at a very tech-oriented company and you're a member of AWTC. So, what kind of advice would you give someone?
I would say that your voice matters. I would say to constantly be investing in your own education, making sure that you're on staying on top of trends and doing everything in your power to just make sure that you are ahead of the curve.
Oh, I think that's excellent advice. It seems like the curve's getting a little steeper as we go, or a little sharper some days, but I think that's great advice. So, when you consider all the work that you do with associations and all the people you've met and connected with, and just following those trends, as you said, staying ahead of the curve, where do you see technology leading associations in the future?
I see technology making things easier. I sit on webinars a lot about AI, or implementing technology into just everyday management for associations. And I feel like we see a lot of the same things where staff is limited or resources are limited. And I think technology, as long as people are willing to implement them, and as long as people are willing to learn about it and stay on top of everything, it's going to make things so much easier, and it's going to allow people to do more and be involved in more. So that's where I see technology going.
Okay, I think a lot of people see the potential in new technology and how it will help us do our work more efficiently. So I think that's a good point. So let's move on to AWTC specifically, since that's how we are connected. You and I met through AWTC, and that's a big benefit of it, in my opinion, as you get to meet so many wonderful people. But what do you like best about AWTC?
I love that it's all inclusive. I love that it's, while it is lifting up women, everybody's involved. It doesn't matter. There's no exclusion on anything. I love the fact that I don't work in an association, but I'm still as welcome as if I were. And I just love the ability to be able to talk to so many people who are more knowledgeable about things than I am, to give those insights and the community that it builds, and just seeing everybody's so happy to be at any kind of AWTC event. It's so nice.
Yeah, it really is. And I agree with everything you said. It's a wonderful community. And I want to wrap up with one more question. So you've been an AWTC member for a while. You're active on the marketing committee, as am I. If somebody asked you, why should I get involved in AWTC and why should I join? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's invaluable. I would tell them that the community that it builds and everything that AWTC focuses on is amazing. And there's so much to learn and so much to be gained from it. When you bring together as many people as AWTC has, you build such a good foundation. And I think that it's just a wonderful opportunity.
Well, what are some ways that you've seen people can get involved? Let's say maybe they're not on a committee, but what are some other opportunities available?
So before I joined the committee, I know that I was attending events. I've seen where there's events in Chicago that other members of our team have gone to. There's events in DC. I've been to a couple of them. We went to one last year that was a bunch of educational sessions. That was amazing. We've actually been talking about it again to see if it happens again, and our team would go. And then we were also, we had a AWTC panel too for one of our symposiums, and that was amazing. So there's a lot of different ways to be involved.
Well, there are many opportunities. I agree. And thank you for sharing some of them and for sharing your story with us here on Her Story. We need to wrap up this edition, but we hope you'll join us in the future for other episodes of AWTC Presents Her Story, where we will continue to profile all the wonderful members in the AWTC community. If you would like to learn more about AWTC and how you can get involved, go to our website, awtc.tech. You can find Reilly's story at HERstory and share it with your friends and colleagues. You can also find the other women and other members, because everybody is welcome. As Reilly said, men can join AWTC too. So check out our other Her Story episodes. Check out our event page for all of our virtual events as well as our in-person events. We are currently holding events in both the DC area and the Chicago area. So find one closest to you that fits your schedule. Look ahead at your calendar for our AWTC Advanced Conference, which will be coming back in December of this year. It's my favorite conference, and if you haven't been before, it might become yours. Thanks again for joining us for Her Story, and we will see you next time.